Well, a signal that Iran will not give up. The country has appointed a new supreme leader, Mujtaba Khamenei. He is the son of the assassinated Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. He is a figure long associated with Iran's security establishment as well as the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps.
By a decisive vote, the Assembly of Experts appointed Ayatollah Sayyid Mujtaba Hosseini Khamenei as the third leader of the sacred system of the Islamic Republic of Iran.
Well, Mujtaba Khamenei, he has now emerged as one of the most powerful figures in the Islamic Republic. He is 56 years old. He is the second son of Ali Khamenei, and he's in fact lost his father as well as his wife on an Israeli airstrike on Tehran. Mujtaba studied theology and trained as a Shia cleric in the city of Qom. He then joined the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps in 1987. He also fought during the Iran-Iraq War. And since the 90s, he helped manage his father's office at the heart of Iran's system. Known for his deep links within military as well as religious circles, he is widely viewed as a hardliner and a strong supporter of Iran's nuclear program. In fact, just days earlier, leaders in the United States and Israel, they had openly warned that any new Iranian leader, he would be targeted, with Washington even demanding a say in the next supreme leader.
He's going to have to get approval from us. If he doesn't get approval from us, he's not going to last long.
We want to tell you that the hand of the State of Israel will continue to pursue every successor and every person who seeks to appoint a successor. We will not hesitate to target you either. This is a warning.
Well, a special representative of Iran's late supreme leader has warned that America and Israel, they are pushing a new form of 21st century colonialism. In fact, here's a clip from our new show, India, Russia and the World.
How do you react to the US statement saying that they would kill any other Ayatollah?
During the colonial era, colonized countries' people believed that the European countries have right to kill them. Now also, I think the same concept exists in this era, and they think that United States of America and Israel have right to do whatever they want to do. They have right to kill anyone. They have right to hijack any president. They have right to attack any neighbors.
If you had a message for Washington today, what would it be? Would it be of a warning or negotiation?
We were on the table of negotiation. They left the table of negotiation. United States initiated this war. We didn't start and we didn't initiate this war. So very soon they will understand that they make very big mistake for attacking Iran. They made very, very, very big mistake for killing the Supreme Leader of Iran, Ayatollah Khamenei.
The world today is shifting from a US-dominated order to a more multipolar order. Where do you see Iran in this new emerging world order?
Their philosophy and reason of attacking to Iran, to Iraq, to Syria, to Afghanistan, even to Venezuela, is stopping this transformation of the power from America to the multi-powers. In the near future, there will be more powerful countries. One of them is Russia, China, India.
Well, joining us now is Dr. Fouad Izadi. He is an associate professor of the University of Tehran. Dr. Izadi, thank you very much for speaking with RT India. You know, Mujtaba Khamenei, he is stepping in at a time of open conflict with the US and Israel. What kind of signal is Iran sending?
The signal is that Iran is going to oppose American and Israeli hegemony the way Iran has done that for the last 47 years. The line against United States aggression is continuing. Trump has managed to unite Iranians more than any Iranian politician could ever do. And a few days ago, he said that he would not want to see Mojtaba Khamenei as Iran's next leader. And I think that influenced the vote that the Assembly of Experts had. So Trump wanted to have influence in Iranian picking of the next leader, and he did have an influence opposite of what he wanted.
You know, Mujtaba Khamenei has long been seen as influential behind the scenes. Dr. Izadi, how do you look at this situation? Is this really a shift in power, or is it simply making official what was already the case?
You know, for to be someone's to be the country's leader, the person needs to have three qualities basically. One, the person needs to have this Islamic scholarship, seminary, strong seminary background, because in Iran, the leader of the country is also a spiritual leader. So having firm background in Islamic sciences, Islamic teachings is important. Mojtaba Khamenei has been a professor, a scholar at the highest levels of seminary for the last 18 years. So he has this strong background. So this is one criteria. If he didn't have that, then he would not be considered for this position. The second quality is the ability to do the job. Under Iran's constitution, the leader has a number of duties to perform. So this 88-member Assembly of Experts look at different candidates, and they need to make sure that next to the first criteria, the second criteria is also met. The man can do the job. And the third criteria, the third criteria is not in Iran's constitution, but this is, I think, also important. Is the idea of being able to create consensus. And I think the reason Mojtaba Khamenei was elected as the leader was that ability to create that consensus. Other candidates that were available did not match his standing on that third criteria. And yes, he has been an aide to the previous leader. So he has a lot of experience with how the system works here. And I think it was the consensus of not just the Assembly of Experts, but different political stakeholders in Iran, that the best candidate now, especially during a time that the country is under American and Israeli bombardment, the best candidate would be Mojtaba Khamenei.
Dr. Izadi, it is not hidden that Mojtaba Khamenei, he has close links with the Revolutionary Guards. Having said that, could we see Iran's security establishment playing an even bigger role in decision-making?
You know, generally, this is typical. When a country is attacked, then the country's military forces play a more important role. But Iran, like many other countries, has this setup of civilian oversight over military leadership. And the commander-in-chief under Iran's constitution is the country's leader. So although Mojtaba Khamenei has worked with military leaders for many years, he is in charge, not the other way around.
You know, Washington has hinted, in fact, Washington wants a say in Iran's leadership. How might Tehran use that to frame the narrative at home and especially in that region, sir?
You know, as I said, they did have a say. The Assembly of Experts here elected the person that Trump named that he doesn't want to see as Iran's leader. So it helped the people who were voting in Assembly of Experts to make their final conclusion, make their final vote. So if the idea of Trump was to influence Iran's politics so he can get someone who was more lenient towards American aggression, then he has failed. His policy against Iran has been failing, especially this part of it.
Dr. Izadi, Mujtaba Khamenei, he is widely viewed as a hardliner. Now, does his rise narrow the space for diplomacy, especially around the nuclear issue, sir?
You know, Iran was in the middle of diplomacy when Iran was attacked 2 times. And Trump has said that he is not interested in a deal. He says that he wants to change Iran's government. He says that he wants total surrender by Iran. And it's understandable if you want to change a government, you don't enter a diplomatic resolution with the government that you want to change. So given these facts, then you do want to have someone who can resist. We don't call that person a hardliner, we call that person a realist.
Dr. Fuad Izadi, as always, a pleasure to have you here on RT India, sir.
Thank you.